Greetings all. So I'm here in my office and I wanted to make this really quick video. I'm not going to be with you very long. I just wanted to come in and talk about one of the topics I'm going to be talking about. Hey Valerie, I'm going to be talking about the issues of communication and effective communication in relationships. Whether you're married, whether you're in a partnership, we all need great communication, right? And we can all use some good tools. So, hey, Helen. So I'm going to, and hey, Tara, I'm going to make videos on all four of what we call the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. So what is that? What is that? So we know what the apocalypse is, right? It's the end. And the 4 horsemen in a relationship are those ineffective ways of communicating, those ineffective patterns of communicating that destroy your relationship, like the end is near. So there are 4. And the 4 that I'm talking about are criticism, defensiveness, contempt, and stonewalling. But I'm only going to focus on 1 today. Hey, Gianna, Johnny, Alta. Yes, glad you all are here. I'm only going to be focusing on 1. Hey, Joy. And today I'm going to focus on stonewalling. Why? Because so many people do the stonewalling. And they think, oh, well, you know what? I've heard this, and you have heard this too. You know what? It's good for me to say nothing, because if I don't say nothing, it's going to be on and popping. Well, little bit. That's true. Little bit, that's true. People need a cooling off period. But let me tell you what stonewalling is. Stonewalling is becoming unresponsive and checking out of your communication with your partner. There are lots of ways to check out. So some people check out by going to the silent treatment. Some people check out by getting busy in other things and just avoiding the conversation altogether. And some people, might get sick. Every time you want to go talk about a particular issue, the person is like, I got a headache, my stomach hurt, my back hurt. Oh, I'm so tired. I worked all day. And therefore, there is never a good time to bring up the issue that might be on your heart and spirit. No good, no good. Now, everybody might need a cooling off period. Maybe you have an exchange with your partner and you say, you know what, give me a minute. Because I wholeheartedly believe and be intentional with your words. And if you can't gather yourself, then take a few minutes. But it is your responsibility as the person who needs that minute. It's your responsibility to come back in a reasonable amount of time. And I generally say within 24 to 48 hours, you say to the person, look, give me till tomorrow. Okay. And then tomorrow we can talk about it. Okay, so now your partner knows when the silence is going to end. They're not sitting there with the pit of their stomach just rolling because they have anxiety about why you're not talking to them, right? So that's not fair to do to one another. Another way to check out, no, it's no good, Mary, no good. So another way to check out is sort of getting so busy that you have no time for the conversation that might be difficult. Listen, none of us love having difficult conversations. It's not easy, but it is necessary because conflict, when resolved, deepens your bond. I take more than a minute. Yes, you might take more than a minute, but I'm going to tell you something. Take a minute. And that's fine. But when you check out, you don't check out of the entire connection. Like, one of the things that we have to remember is our partner is not our enemy. Sometimes we go into full-blown battle mode with the person we're supposed to love. And we have to remember in that moment when we're triggered and we're angry and we're hurt and we feel like they did this very intentional thing, that we have to remember that You know, this person is not my enemy. Maybe they are making mistakes. Maybe they don't get it. Maybe they don't hear me. Maybe I need to explain where I'm coming from, or let them understand what my expectations are. But the person is not my enemy. And if you can hold on to that, that would be helpful. I'm going to give you another tip that I give to my clients. A lot of us are triggered by certain things. There are certain things that your partner can say, woo, they get right there. See that jugular, that vein right there? Or wait, where is it? That vein right here? They can go right for the jugular, and they know right the thing to say to just explode your whole being. But one of the things that I want to say is that when we're triggered at a high, like say the situation is a 4 or a 5, but we feel it at a 10, then we know that that situation, that feeling is not just about that moment. You know, look, we all carry our history, our pains, and our hurts with us, right? We're human. That's just the human experience. And the reality is that we choose people who help us resolve unresolved issues. So if you're in a relationship, guess what? Your stuff is going to come up. I'd be willing to bet my whole office your stuff is going to come up. That's just the way it is. That's what relationships are. But here's the beautiful thing. When you choose a partner that you can do that dance with, then you can heal together, grow together, and your partner, your relationship makes room for you to grow. And if it's not doing that, then we have a different problem, right? But we're talking about stonewalling today, that checking out passive aggressiveness, or a covert aggression, right? Covert aggression is you are really trying to punish that person with your silence. I'm going to check out and let you see how it feels. Not so good. Or passive aggressiveness is where it's more of a self-protective place where you're like, I'm trying to protect myself. That's why I shut down, you know? And neither one of those places will get you exactly what you want out of communication. The way to break that is to make sure that you know how to stay focused on your feelings. So let me give you an example. Say your partner is supposed to pick you up from work in your car. Let's just even make it worse. We'll make it your car. They're supposed to pick you up in your car and they're late. And they're not just 5-10 minutes late. They're like 45 minutes late with no call. Now, your hot button might be pushed. You get down to the car and you might say, you know, listen, you know, I'm cold, I'm frustrated. I even feel myself getting angry. I thought we were on the same page. What happened? That is perfectly fine. But to shut down, you get in the car and they like, hi, what was your day, babe? How was your day? Right? That's not it. That's passive aggressive. That's you have something on you, but instead of talking about it, you just take little jabs, jab, jab. That's passive aggressiveness. Stonewalling would be just completely checking out and not having anything to say to your partner. So I hope that you find this video helpful. Maybe you can even share it with your partner and say, oh, I do that. We got to get better. I believe it's all about opening up the toolbox, putting more things in the toolbox. So when we know better, what? We do better. My name is Imani Evans-Baskin. I'm your master life coach, the change maker and barrier breaker. I hope this video was helpful. And I will be coming back with more topics on communication. In the meantime, I wish you peace. I wish you love.